Yeah.
So, to the next team, the Nashville or Smashville Predators. 2.3 remaining in cap, about 2.4 remaining in cap, just a hair under that. You got Philip Forsberg, 8.5. You got Matt Duchene, 8 mil. Ryan Johansson, 8 mil. You got Roman Yossi, 9 mil. That's a weird one. 9 mil, 05, like 59,000. That's interesting. You got Ryan McDonough.
Those are the taxes.
Yeah, Matthias Ekholm. You got a solid decor here, and then you got a guy that really filled big shoes, right? Pekka Rinne was a legend, right? Mm-hmm. And Saros kind of has picked up the mantle and run with it. And let's get into the depth charts we have here, kind of get more of a clear breakdown. So Smashville, you got Philip Forsberg, Michael Gronlund, and Matt Duchene on the first line on here. Forsberg had 69 games played last season, 42 goals, 42 assists for 84 points. That's ridiculous. Michael Gronlund, 80 games played, 11 goals, 53 assists for 64 points. Very good first line center. You have Matt Duchene, 78 games played, 43 goals, 43 assists for 86 points. Matt Duchene kind of finding his game last season. Mm-hmm. I mean, that first line's really good. I mean, really, really good.
And they still have a few more years in the contract to be together, so...
Yeah, and develop more chemistry and kind of build upon that.
Yep.
You have Ellie Talvin, only 23 years old, 75 games played last season, 11 goals, 12 assists, 23 points. You have Ryan Johansson, 79 games played, 26 goals, 37 assists for 63 points. Very good season. Nino Niederreiter, you have 75 games played, 24 goals, 20 assists for 44 points. It's a solid second line. I mean, I think there's a problem. I think, Tanner gets pumped up probably to that second line left wing. Mm-hmm. My opinion, I think he probably has a little bit more production unless Tolvanen kind of step up his production. He's young. He has a chance there, but just my opinion. You got Tanner Janot, 81 games played, 24 goals, 17 assists for 41 points. You got Colton Sissons, 79 games played, 7 goals, 21 assists for 28 points. You have Zachary Sanford, 80 games played, 9 goals, 12 assists for 21 points. You got on the fourth line, Yakov Taran, 80 games played, 17 goals, 7 assists for 24 points. You have Cody Glass, 8 games played, 0 goals, 1 assist for 1 point. And then you have Philip Tamisno, only 21 on an ELC, 76 games played, 11 goals, 21 assists for 32 points. I see a lot of depth scoring here.
Yeah.
It's, the top line's got those elite level point producers, but, it's depth. I think this is a team that maybe their first line isn't better than, a Colorado, right? Mm-hmm. But, on the same token, you could say this. Their fourth line or third line could probably maybe be better than them. You know what I mean? I think if Nashville's going to be successful, they need all lines to score, right? And that's cliche. But I'm saying that there's potential here with Nashville where you could have, if you could have your fourth line scorers scoring around 30 points, that's extremely good. Maybe that might be a tall task to ask, but what's your opinion on their offense?
Their offense is pretty set. I think the top two lines are definitely going to put up a lot of points. I expect Tolvin to move down, Tanner to move up, to complete that cycle of scoring. I would even go and put maybe Sessions down and Cody up, Cody Glass up, and then because. If you put 3 guys on a line together, that is their contract year, I think they're going to go out there and do some craziness to try to get that better contract next season. Now the thing here is you have a lot of youth still, right? A lot of guys are in their mid-20s. Not too many guys are at 30. You have 3 guys out of 4 guys in total that are at 30, but they're still in their prime. So Yeah, they have a lot of upside to their scoring and their offensive abilities, which is something you need when you're in the Western Conference. Because the Western Conference, they're just huge on goal scoring. Their biggest upside has always been scoring. You know, whoever can score the most is going to win most of those games.
Absolutely. I mean, I think there's a lot of upside with the youth, and hopefully you have guys like Tomisino take another step forward. Had good, that's a good 76 games, 32 points is solid, especially for such a young player.
Yep.
So hopefully he can build upon that. Now let's get into their defense. Roman Josi,
Beast.
80 games played, 23 goals, 73 assists for 96 points.
Beast.
A monster back there.
Yeah.
And it's funny, remember when the Predators moved off a couple of guys? Like, well, will Josi be able to step up and fill that role? Mm-hmm. And he's done perfect. I mean, he's done really good. He's excelled in this role. He's 1.2 points per game as a defenseman.
Yeah, I mean, I think some guys shine when the pressure's on them. He's one of those guys that when the pressure completely came onto him, he took it with stride. It was like, all right, cool, I got this, and then just went right into it and hasn't looked back since.
And then you have Dante Farbero on the right, only 24 years old, 66 games played, 3 goals, 21 assists for 24 points. Then you have Matthias Ekholm, 32 years old, 76 games, 6 goals, 25 assists, 31 points. You have Alexandre Carrier, only 25 years old, 77 games played, 3 goals, 27 assists, 30 points. And then you have Ryan McDonough, 33 years old, 71 games played, 4 goals, 22 assists for 26 points. Then you have Mark Broderick, also 33, 57 games played, 0 goals, 4 assists for 4 points. Now, I think the beauty of this team is you have 2 number 1 type defensemen. Because I like Ekholm a lot. I like his game. Mm-hmm. And Ekholm would probably be a number 1 lefty on most teams, right? But you have now 2 monsters to help along 2 younger guys. I kind of like that format.
Yeah.
So.
And then the third defensive pairing is a defensive pairing you don't have to worry about. Because, let's face it, Ryan McDonough still has something in the tank.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is he what he was? No. But, yeah, like a bottom pairing guy, like, that's crazy.
Mean, to have him as a third defensive pairing, that's super crazy because he's still at the second defensive pairing level. Maybe not a first defensive pairing, but I definitely think he can still more than pull his own weight. I think he's gonna increase his point total this season playing with this team. To be honest,
I mean, what the crazy part is, he's 6.75 on the third pairing on this. That's crazy. I think Smashville's probably got the best. I'm gonna go out on. I think they have the best dcore. My opinion. I think they had the best defense score in the whole league. I just think playing the actual position of defense, not just points, this is going to be a tough team to beat. Enter the zone, score against is going to be tough. Mm-hmm. Going to goaltenders. You say Saros, 27 years old, 5'11". Shout out to the midget goalie, son. It's funny because people act like this dude's a midget. 5'11" is not that short, bro. That's the funniest part. I'm like... everyday person, like I had a buddy of mine, oh man, he's so short. I'm like, dog, you're like 5'7". Calm down. 67 games played, 2.64 goals against, a 918 save percentage, 38 wins, 25 losses. When he took over for Pekka Rinne, some people question his size and if he could do it, but could he do it in a more expanded role? And he stepped up and he's done extremely well.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think he's another one of those guys you put the pressure on and a diamond came out. You know what I mean? So I think he's definitely going to lead the way, but I need Lankinen to go ahead and step his game up just a bit more in the backup role. You got to be able to help your starting goaltender, and if you're playing at the level that you did last season, you're not going to end well. Right.
Well, in defense of Lankinen, I think getting over here in Smashville where they play defense compared to being in Chicago, because he had a really good breakout year, right? His first year in Chicago. Yeah. Then he regressed because around a terrible team. I think a team like this, Lankinen's numbers go up. I think he's at very least a .905 save percentage goalie in the NHL as a backup, especially. I don't think this is a bad tandem at all. You got a guy like Saros who plays 67 games played, so he'll play 60-plus games, right? All you need your backup to do is keep you in them. That's it. Yep. And I think Lankinen can do that, especially behind this dcore.
Yep. I hope it works out that way.
I mean, me too. I'm hoping for Lankinen's sense because he grinded over there in Europe. I'm hoping he kind of finds a second life here with the Nashville Predators. So let's get into where we think this team will finish in the division. Now, they finished fifth last season, 97 points, right behind Dallas at 1 point. I think they'll finish. I will think they will finish actually third or fourth in this division. I think they're going to take a step up. I think they could actually easily finish third because I think there's a lot of room to grow. I like that dcore. That goal differential last season shows a lot of promise, and if certain guys keep raising their game, I could see them easily overtaking St. Louis for that third spot.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with you. I definitely see them as a number 3 in this division. I don't see them going higher, which is why I kind of kept Minnesota at 1 or 2. Yeah, but I definitely think they have a lot of upside to them, especially with the defensive end being so strong, and their forwards all kind of contributing. It's one of those things that's what you want from a team, because if you get a whole team, right? Colorado proved this last season. If you get a full team just pushing, and everybody being a threat, then you have more likelihood of success. So I definitely think that they move up to the third position. In front of Dallas.
All right, so let's just say like it's going to be a very fruitful season there for Nashville because I believe in that dcore. I do. I think it's going to be an extremely good dcore. I think it's going to be one of those decors that constantly shuts down top lines. And I mean, I have to say this again. Ryan McDonough is on a third D pair.
Bro, he's still a beast. Like, people sleep on him, but see that jersey right there? That's McDonough. He's still a beast. Don't get it twisted.
Do not get it twisted, people, because Ryan McDonough can still get it.